some notes on this. Now, initially, Meech wanted to snitch on a guy named Suarez. He met Suarez in a county jail in Detroit. They get cool. Suarez fell in love with Meech. Not on no homosexual shit. They became friends. And Suarez got caught with, 90 something kilos at a truck stop or something. This dude was part of the cartel. He got money, right? He gets out before Meech and says, I just want to get the best lawyer that money could buy and get you out of here. That's all Suarez wanted to do for Meech. Meech turns around and gets with this lady, Tammy, and tries to set him up, right? So they could cut Meech's time so he could get out of jail. During a phone call, Tammy happens to say that she was on the phone with Cuffy, and then they kind of switch the target on Cuffy. And it even gets deeper. The whole play was the backdoor Cuffy. Tammy and Meech was working to get they wanted to cut Cuffy out of the Lionsgate film deal. That's why we ain't seen a BMF movie, according to Cuffy, because he has the rights for that. So they went through 50 Cent and made a TV show instead. And keep in mind, 50 done went and called Bleu Davinci a snitch. Still no paperwork on Bleu Davinci. A nigga who took his shit all the way, stood tall, carried it the right way. 50 Cent calling this man a snitch still when he doing a movie with a nigga who's on paperwork. Tammy testified.
So y'all heard the clip. I had a brother send me a message about this whole thing, and I was also checking out some videos about it as well. Okay, and so I wanted to go ahead and speak on the situation. All right, look, man, in my opinion, it's a bad look for a couple of people. Okay, Big Meech, 50 Cent, you know what I'm saying, Big Meech brother, the whole representation of that BMF. But I believe that they're going to get away with it, all right? And the reason why is because, man, we're living in a time where the audience that's watching, okay, they don't really care about the truth. They don't really care about what's real, okay? That has been confirmed. They care about what they like, okay? And so this is the reason why you're seeing them continue to deflect by saying, well, what about Bleu Davinci? All right, what about Bleu Davinci? They're using that as a way to deflect from really, holding them dudes accountable, okay? Because they like so much of what's going on with them right now, all right? Because, the fact that the show is out and a lot of them are liking the show ain't helping, you know what I'm saying? And so they don't want to really come out of that fantasy land, all right? But if you just remove all of that and speak on the situation, yeah, man, it's a bad look. And, especially when it comes to dudes like 50 Cent, Big Meech. Just first speaking on the dude 50 Cent, that whole situation with him calling that dude Bleu Davinci a snitch and all that, man, this dude already had a red flag for speaking on that whole Tory Lanez situation, okay, prematurely, in my opinion. I mean, the whole idea of this dude being a whole street cat and stuff like that is starting to look like a serious act, you know what I'm saying? If you ask me, you know what I'm saying? A lot of red flags is coming from this dude, and they having him up front talk a lot more, okay? And so, I gave that dude props for a couple of things, but, it's just not a good look. I mean, if we step out of the entertainment realm, all right? And then when it comes to the dude Big Meech, man, it's a terrible look. Because the thing is, y'all, this dude Big Meech, a big part of his urban legend, okay, came from the fact that people believed that he was this dude in the game, and when it was time for him to face the consequences or whatever, He stood tall. Okay? This is one of the main reasons why them dudes are trying to deflect. Because if you look at that, what he just did, or what they're saying he did, I mean, man, you know what I'm saying? That takes all of that out of the game. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people are saying out here, well, you know, when you get a lot of that time, you know what I'm saying, you know, you're going to end up doing whatever you got to do to get out. And some of these dudes are kind of like talking like he should get a pass. You know what I'm saying? Because of the fact, you know, so many things went on. Like his brother got out, and that's a lot of time. But look, y'all, maybe in other people's reality, they would have a point about a lot of that. But not in the reality that Big Meech, okay, chose to remain in. You did. Okay, real ones know what I mean. And, you know, when you got a dude like that dude Wallow over there, who actually did all of his time, if I'm not mistaken, you know, it's a hard one to toss up when you got that example kind of out here on the scene. You know what I'm saying? Up front over there, you know, doing his thing. All right? And so it's a very bad look, you know, on that dude Big Meech. You know what I'm saying? And just speaking further on that, if you were to ask me, I believe that the very people that he's working with, okay, making this material and stuff right now, are the very people who worked to make sure that he was not going to get out of prison. All right? I believe that's why that girl was kicked out so much, to sabotage that situation, because in my opinion, y'all, the decisions that he's going to make if he was out versus when he's in now are going to be totally different. And the ones that he's going to make when he's out is not going to be in a lot of the people that are benefiting right now's favor. You did. And so I believe they put that salt in the game. But, you know, at the end of the day, he deserved it. You know what I'm saying? Considering how he played the game. You know what I'm saying? And that's just real talk, man. You know what I'm saying? My life too real, like I always tell y'all. That was some dirty stuff he did. You know what I'm saying? And in my opinion, that jeopardized his whole legacy. You did. His whole legacy. You know what I'm saying? And just moving on, look, man, at the end of the day, until further notice, until some other type of information come out or hit the scene, shoot, the real ones is giving that dude Bleu Davinci his props. Alright? Because the truth of the matter is that dude has been out for a minute. And he never said much. You know what I'm saying? He never said much. But then you see this situation play out like it did. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what I wanted to say about that whole situation. You know what I'm saying? If we step out of the entertainment realm, it's a terrible look. You know what I'm saying? It is a terrible look on that whole BMF representation. You did. It's 300.